Good day! I am your presenter today. This is Emil Garcia Tabubuca Jr. and now we were going to discuss the chapter 12, which is the rules and competencies of the school heads in the Philippines and also the Southeast Asia, together with their respective domains. Before we proceed to that discussion, let's begin first to differentiate the following: the rules, the competencies in the school head. The rules is a function, assumed, or part played by a person or thing in a particular situation. The rule is the task or responsibility of the school head. The competencies. The competencies is the ability to do something successfully or efficiently. So the competencies is a something about the skills that the person should have begun in order to fulfill his mission and vision of life. The school head. The school head is the staff member of the school with the greatest responsibility for the management of the school. The school heads is the admin instructional. The main focus of the school is to maintain the good ambience of school and to have a good interactions to the co-teachers for them to become a productive and efficient teachers with desirable attitudes towards students to attain high level of education. As stipulated in Chapter 1, Section 5E of Republic Act 9155, the school head is an administrative and an instructional leader. Because the main function of school is students' learning, the school head must spend more time as an instructional leader. As an instructional leader, he or she supervises instruction by observing teachers while they teach, conducting post-observation, conferencing with individual teachers, mentoring and coaching them, ensuring that teachers have found sourcing. The concerns of administrative leadership help improve schools. The more important concerns is improvement of instruction, as this has a direct bearing on learning. Instructional leader. He or she supervises instruction by observing teacher while they teach, conducting post-observation conferences with individual teachers, mentoring and coaching them. Instructional leader is a supervises instruction to his colleague on what they teach to their students and to improve their strategies to make their teaching improvements. The administrative leader. The administrative leader helps to improve schools. The more important concerns is improvement of instruction, as it has a direct bearing on learning. The administrative leader is the main constraint to improve the school system, wherein through the help of other organizations, it will draw them the capabilities and knowledge of school head to disseminate information and to attain what is the best for the student. Now, let's proceed to the National Competency-Based Standard for School Heads. The Domain 1. The Domain 1 is concerns about the school leadership. The Domain 1 is effective leadership is the core of our successful school. This domain emphasizes that the school leadership creates a vision, mission, and have a harmonious relationship between teachers, the non-teaching personnel, and the learners to attain highest possible outcome. The Domain 2. The Domain 2 is the instructional leader. Instructional leadership. This domain covers those actions in instructional development implementation, supervision that the school head takes place to promote good teaching and a high level of knowledge among learners. The Domain 3, or the creating a student-centered learning climate. This domain requires that the school shall create a conducive and learning environment wherein the students and teachers sharing their thoughts or ideas. In addition, recognizing their achievements or potential is necessary. Domain 4, or the HR management and professional development. Effective school leaders develop their skills and talents of those around them. These domains includes nurturing and supporting learning community. It promotes continuous development and progress. The Domain 5. The Domain 5 is a parental involvement and community partnership. Effective school head engage in shared decisions making and achieving the universal participation. This domain covers the parents, the teachers, and the other stakeholders to raise learners' performance. Domain 6. The Domain 6 is concerns about the school management and operation. This domain covers the critical role of the school head in managing the implementation of the rules premises for the improvement of the school plan. Domain 7. The Domain 7 is concerns about the personal and professional attributes and interpersonal effectiveness. The effective school leaders develop every aspects in life, including moral and ethical leaderships. This domain covers and values the importance of teaching profession. To conclude, the National Competency-Based Standards for School Heads defines the different dimensions of being an effective school head. It clearly states that an effective school head is one who implements continuous school improvement, who can produce better learning outcomes among its students or pupils, and who can help change institutional culture, among others. Therefore, the National Competency-Based Standard for School Head is a mechanism to systematically develop the needs of the school heads in order to improve and produce a high level of satisfactory of learners. Now, let's proceed to the competency framework for the Southeast Asian school heads with their respective competency strengths. But before that, we need to differentiate the strategic thinking and the innovation, the instructional leadership, the personal excellence, the stakeholders' engagement, and also the managerial leadership to guide us and to know their different characteristics. Strategic thinking and innovation. It is the charting of the strategic direction of the school managing or making decisions to change and innovation. Instructional leadership. Instructional leadership is responsible for the improvement of the instruction. Personal excellence. It is about the managing of the responsibilities and the other achievements of the technology and other that could help this go ahead in her venture. This school and shouldn't be only competent and only professional, but also she has to go with the flow. And modernization and technological advance. Personal excellence. It is about the managing of the responsibilities and the other advancements of technology and other that could help this go ahead in her venture. The school and shouldn't be only competent and only professional, but also she has to go with the flow of modernization and technological advancement. Stakeholders engagement. So, as a school head, you have to be very in good terms of the stakeholders, such as the community, the parents, the school, and the other members of the school. You have to promote shared responsibilities, manage education alliance, and also sustain collaborative relationships toward others. The managerial leadership. The school head shall manage the professionalism and the credibility of the teachers and members for this teaching source or teaching course. She has to manage their performance, the school resources and the budget well, the systems of the school and also the strategies or sustainable school programs of this school and the project as well. Competency framework for Southeast Asian school heads. As a member of Association of Southeast Asian Nations or the ASEAN, let's also take a look at the competencies of the school heads for Southeast Asia. The Domain 1 concerns about the stakeholder engagement. Its competency strengths promote shared responsibility for school improvement, managing education alliance and network, sustaining collaborative relationships with stakeholders, managing school resources and systems, managing staff performance, and managing sustainable school programs and projects. The Domain 2 concerns about the instructional leadership. Its competency strengths are the following: leading curriculum implementation and improvement, creating a learner-centered environment, supervising and evaluating teachers' performance, and delivering planned learning outcomes. The Domain 3 concerns about the personal excellence. Its competency strengths are the managing personal effectiveness, acting on challenges and possibilities, and pursuing continuous professional development. And the Domain 4 is concerns about the stakeholder engagement. Its competency strengths are promoting shared responsibility for school improvement, the managing education alliance and networks, sustaining collaborative relationships with stakeholders, managing school resources and system, managing staff performance, and the managing sustainable school programs and projects. That's the end of our discussion. Thank you for your favorable time to watch this video. This is Emiliano Garcia Tabubuca Jr. signing off. Godspeed and have a blessed day ahead. Have a good day.